So the second component that we're going to make is the stud. Right, the stud is part of the drill clamp, and in the title block it tells you that the scale is 1 to 1, which means it's full size, drawn by, checked by, approved by, and it's got the drawing number there, which is 014/1020. The material, it says, is going to be made from 10 diameter bright mild steel rod. It doesn't actually say rod, but round sections are called rod. So here's our piece, here's the drawing, here's our elevation, and we can see that the rod itself has got a screw thread on it. So here's the bar at the moment, there's the rod at the moment, it's got no screw thread on it. This part here needs to be needs a screw thread on M10 by 1.5, and the lower part is going to be M8 by 1.25, the 1.25 being the pitch of the thread. Now the bar itself is 10, but this part we can't just put a screw thread on it of 8mm. What we have to do is we need to actually turn the bar down to the correct diameter. But just looking at the rest of the drawing, we can see here this is the plan view, so looking directly straight down on top of that you would see that circle. So imagine that's that view, that's that view, and this is the isometric view to give you a better three-dimensional view of what the object should look like. Okay, so we're going to take this, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn this part down to 8mm in diameter, and we need to do that over a length of 20mm. Notice how the sizes on the drawing, you can either read them looking from the right or from straight ahead. You'd never have the number turned right the way around, so you're looking at it from the left, and certainly never upside down. So there is a convention that we have limit lines on, dimension line, thin blacked in arrowheads, the number not touching the line, just above it. That's the way it should be done. And also notice there's a little gap there between the drawing itself and the limit line. Right, it seems to have vanished there, but must have picked it up on the wrong point. So what we need to do now is we need to take this bar. Preparation, let's just check that it is 10mm, and we can use this micrometer. Open this out. Well, the way this works is if I close that up, we can see there it's on 0 just about, and one revolution of that means that the gap here opens up by 1/2 millimeter. So 1 revolution is 1/2 millimeter. So if we just wind that out all the way to approximately 10, let's take that in a little bit, and we can see there, if we look carefully at here to get something to point with, we can count the millimeters on here. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it's up to 10, and it's got 4, 5 there. So actually, according to this, the diameter of this bar, if we turn it there, then it would be exactly 10, but it's slightly less than 10. So there's 50 of these divisions around this thimble, as it's called. So that means that each one of these marks is 1/100th of a millimeter. So that's 5/100ths less than 10mm, which is certainly close enough for what we're doing.